It's been a long journey. It's been tough, but it's been amazing as well. I've really enjoyed it, but I'm just glad it's over now. I'm glad it's done. It's your boy Mr. CV. I'm back with another special video. And I haven't posted for the last couple of weeks, and the reason is because I had to sort out some things personally, but also I had to finish off my master's course actually. This master's course had lasted for 3 years. I was given an option actually to do it in 1 year, and all I had to do was just do a dissertation. I already had about 100 credits for my teacher training, and I did my teacher training at Leeds Becker University, and that's also where I complete my master's as well, because they just offered me the master's. I chose to take 3 years, and the reason is because when you take the 3 years options, is an online option which is distance learning, and they offered me £10,000 loan. So I said, you know what, why not start all over again, do the distance learning, take 3 years, and then take the £10,000 loan as well. So obviously the money as well played a big part in there as well. But also during my degree I didn't do a dissertation, so I was a bit skeptical whether I'll be able to handle a dissertation and stuff. But I'm actually glad that I started from the beginning. I started from scratch, and now I've managed to complete my dissertation. I will be submitting my dissertation while I'm making this video. I'm going to go through some parts of the dissertation as well and show you how I do my work. I do my work little by little. I don't do my work straight away, and that's just in everything I do. I just do it little by little. And for me, when they told me a deadline is due in next week, I'm not one of those people that will get the work done tomorrow. I will do it, and I'll make sure I utilize the whole time to get it done. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this video. So on here, I'm going to go through some key parts of the video. So I've got my essay open up, but this one is actually not the original one. This is the final piece, which I'm going to go through in a minute. So I'm going to flick through some of these parts. This is the one that I've kind of written, but I'm going to go through some parts of how I get some of these dissertation completed as well. This master's course, I started it before the pandemic, and now obviously I'm going to finish it when the pandemic is about to finish, or as the pandemic is finishing or is coming to an end. So, and it's been really long. I'm literally even tired of it. So if I go to the main part of the essay, so this one is the original one, you can see how long it is. This is 47 pages long. Wow. So I've even had enough of it. It took me a whole day to read the whole part, make sure everything is fine, and yeah. So let me go through some key parts of the dissertation. So what the dissertation is about, I'm going to go through the draft because it gives you a bit of knowledge of how my brain works and how I get some of these work completed. What this dissertation is about. So this dissertation is about a small-scale research that explores parents and teachers' perceptions of the impact of food insecurity on children's education attainment in a primary school located in London. And now, this dissertation was brought about because of the thing that happened during the pandemic, which involved Marcus Rashford. For those people that don't know who Marcus Rashford is, he's a professional football player that plays for Manchester United, and he led a campaign which was about campaigning for people that want free school meals. And for me personally, that was very important, because when I came to this country, it was me, my mom, my brother and my sister, and my mom trying to look after 3 children is very difficult. So I had to be placed on free school meals as well, and if I wasn't placed on free school meals, it would have been too difficult for my mom to handle trying to look after us, trying to make food, and it's like that for quite a lot of people actually that live in the area in East London that I live in. And for me, it was so important, especially for someone like that, of a public figure, to come out and literally campaign. And with the campaign, it got it overturned as well, which is brilliant. And I don't support Manchester United, I support Arsenal, but I want to say big up to Marcus Rashford, because what he did was an inspirational stuff. Before I go into it, the master's course, the length of it is 12 to 15,000 words. Obviously, I've checked the word count. I've gone over that anyway. And it's actually due in tomorrow. So today is the last day. It's due in 4 a.m. tomorrow. and feedback is on 7th of September. I've actually checked, they said is late in September actually, but it must be difficult for the lecturers. Wow, it's not even enough time for them to read all this, but yeah. And also, these are some of the notes that I make that obviously helps me to outline my essay. I'm going to go through some parts of the essay. So normally when I write my essays, like I said, or when I write things, I don't do it all at once. I do it little by little. So for example, in this abstract, when I say done, when I write done next to it, it means I've checked it, I've read it, I've added reference, and I'm happy with it. Once I'm done, I can move on to the next part. Also, you can see here, it says done, but needs to create appendix and comments from participants. So it means I still got a lot of work to do on here, and I just need to add some bit more. And normally I should have one that says start from here. Okay, so for example here, it says data analytics, focus on this part next. So that means anytime I open up my work, I just need to just literally don't have to read anything else, just go straight onto here. I know that I need to got a lot of work to do. You can see this when I've written, I write a little draft of my work, and then I put comments as well to help me out. For example, you can see it says change this, it means I need to make it better. It says find someone from literature, so I need to go and do some extra reading to include in this. And it says look for theories to challenge ideas. So these are just things that just help me out with my work. And you can see from here it says continue from here. It means this is the next part I need to focus on. But also, just to say this as well, if anyone struggling with essays and stuff that need help, I am actually quite good with essays. Actually, I'm very good with writing. People say I talk well, but I feel I write better than I talk actually. But anyways, if you are struggling with essays, or you need help with essays, or you want me to support you with your essay writing, or you're at university, you need a bit of help, you're not sure of what kind of things to include, I can also help you with the write-up or give you some pointers, because I'm actually very, very good at essays. And if you want me to write your essays for you and you're happy to pay me too, shout me out. I will happily do that for you, to be honest with you. But my prices are not cheap, to be fair. So don't just call me and just think I'm just gonna give you some easy prices. But who knows? You never know. Let me get the offers first, and then we can negotiate. Before I read this essay, I want to say big up to all the people that have supported me along the journey. So obviously I don't want to be mentioning people's names as well because of confidentiality. I'm sure they know who they are. Big up to all of them, and thank you guys for supporting me as well. It's been tough as well for me mentally, because obviously trying to work, trying to get this essay completed, it's been tough, but we managed to do it. This is the completed version of the dissertation. You can see it's complete because obviously this is my signature. You can see all these parts done, and you can see the difference between the other one so you can see the difference. This is the version that wasn't written the best, that obviously I just saved. So this is the draft version, so you can see, and this is the completed version, so you can see there's a massive difference already between both of them. I'm not going to read the whole dissertation for you because it's too long, but what I would do is I'll read a bit of the abstract for you to give you a better knowledge of what the dissertation is about. But I've already gave you a bit of knowledge as well of what the dissertation is about and the reason why I was passionate about this subject area as well. It says, there is now a recurrent issue arising in the form of food insecurity, especially on children's education attainment, and this has been heavily linked to free school meals. Food insecurity has always been something common within children from deprived areas, and there is always fear in the back of their minds on how they will complete their 3 squared meals. Food insecurity was further heightened when the government decided to scrap free school meals, especially during the height of a global pandemic. This sent an uproar within people of power, especially those affected by this new legislation. By removing or scrapping free school meals, this meant people's livelihoods were not taken into consideration, and this saddens me. Growing up in a deprived community where there was a reliance on free school meals, this places a greater emphasis on why it is needed and cannot be taken for granted. Due to this new legislation, this brought about the rise of a famous footballer named Marcus Rashford. Plays for Manchester United, who are one of the biggest team in the world. He campaigned to have that decision revoked, as he has been a byproduct of free school meals. By removing free school meals added with food insecurity, this highlighted the division between the rich and the poor, as there is a sense of inequality which has risen due to this issue. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of them, but obviously I just wanted to read a bit of this part, and like I already mentioned about a player named Marcus Rashford. Now, if you're not sure who he is, you can always have a look at him, but if you type in free school meals, Marcus Rashford, you can always find out who he is and what he did and why it was very, very special. And I'm telling you now, a lot of people that do come from my background, deprived backgrounds, or people that have grown up in areas which are known as deprived, most of them would have gone through free school meals, because it's an important part as well for a lot of people, because that's how a lot of people get food. But a lot of people might be wondering, where do I get a lot of these words that I use from? And it's quite simple. Normally, what I do, I use a thesaurus. For example, obviously, instead of using the same words all the time, every time, so what I do, let's say for example, I needed something different, moreover, I needed other words, so I've been using moreover all the time. I can choose other words, furthermore, besides, also, in addition. So these are different words that I do include within my essay as well. That obviously helps my essay to sound better, to sound stronger. So if you're struggling with words, this is also a fantastic option to use. Also, in terms of research purposes, I use a lot of Google Scholar to help me out. So if I was talking about food insecurity, I just type here, food insecurity, and obviously I can choose any of them. Now, when it comes to adding references to your work, obviously that depends on the kind of reference system your university uses. So the one that Leeds Beckett use is mostly Harvard system, or mostly Harvard references, which, because obviously I've been to uni a few times now, I kind of know what to include in the reference. But also, when you do make the reference, it needs to be in alphabetical order, and you need to have a consistent system, which I do. So when it comes to books, I normally highlight the title of the books. Just the final part, which is the most exciting part for me personally, is I'm going to submit it right now, and this is it. Like I said, it's been a long journey. It's been the last 3 years of, obviously we've gone through so much. We've gone through the pandemic. Now we're going through cost of living, which is, even thinking about it now, it was right to take this £10,000, because now I can use it to support myself with this cost of living. And obviously living in London as well, it's tough, it's difficult actually, and because there's a lot of expenses. And in the future I will be making videos about saving money, and especially if you live in London, how do you save money, how do you manage your money? So hopefully I'll be doing videos on that very soon. So this is the most exciting part for me. I'm going to submit this essay because I've had enough. So I'm about to submit it. Okay, so here, so we normally submit it through here. Most universities use the same thing. They use something called Turnitin, and that's where they submit it. So here. Oh, finally. Oh, you must accept the notice. Oh, sorry about that. Gotta do it again. Okay, so it's about to be submitted, and that's us done. Whew, wow. So I'm gonna have a look just to make sure that obviously I've submitted the right paper, and obviously it's done. That's it. So that's me done. That's my essay completed as well, so which is fantastic, which is brilliant. And I have to say, like I said, it's been a long journey. It's been a long journey, but I'm glad it's finally over. I'm back now. No more university work. I keep saying to myself, that's it, no more studying, no more. And then the universities, probably Leeds Beckett will send me another one, tell me to come and do PhD. Which, to be honest with you, I think I've just had enough, to be fair. I need a break as well. I need to rest my mind as well, my brain as well. But if they do come and tell me to do my PhD, if they give me 20,000, maybe I'll think about it. And but if I did complete my PhD, I'm gonna have to change my name from Mr. CV. I'm gonna put it to Dr. CV. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And also, like I said, if you do need any help with any university work or with essays or essay writing or essay tips, you can always shout me out. You can always message me, and I can always try and support you as best of my knowledge. But also, if you want me to write your essays as well and you're happy to pay me too, I'm also willing to do that anyways. But anyways, it's your boy Mr. CV. I have to wait now at the end of the month or in a month or two time for them to get back to me, and once I've got my grade and I've passed, I should be going to graduation, which also you guys should be looking forward to it. And it's been a long journey. It's been tough, but it's been amazing as well. Really enjoyed it, but I'm just glad it's over now. I'm glad it's done. So thank you guys very much. Thank you for watching this video. I'm back. Keep supporting your boy Mr. CV. Keep sharing, keep liking. I'm all here to support each other as well. So thank you guys, and stay tuned for more videos.